Hi, I'm Caitlin Reitzel from Uniquely Different Extensions, and I'm here today to show you how to put a horsetail extension with 2 loops in your horse's tail. You first want to start with a nice clean tail. You don't want to put any silicone products or any shiny sprays in until we get the tail extension in. Make sure both tails are clean prior to putting them in your horse's tail though. I start by first figuring out where I want the horse's tail to fall. This one is a little bit long for this horse. We're using a white tail just to make it easier to see how to put it in. Let's say this is about where I wanted them to fall. You traditionally want it right around the horse's ankles so they don't back over it. Then I grab some hair from here, the top layer of hair, and exposing the bottom and middle layers of hair. Their tailbone is right here. Then I'm going to clip this hair out of the way. You can either use a rubber band to hold it out of the way, or you can get a regular hair clip. Okay, so once you get full hair from the one side of the tailbone, you're going to separate that into 2 pieces. You're going to take one of your loops, and you're going to put one piece through one side of that single loop, and the other piece through the other side of that loop. And then you're going to pull it fairly snug. Once you've got it snugged up against the tailbone, you're going to make those 2 pieces into 3 pieces. Take a little bit from each piece to make 3 pieces. Then you're going to braid. Meanwhile, you're going to pull snug while braiding. Make sure it's a nice snug braid too. Don't pull too tight as to make the horses uncomfortable though. So you're going to braid down. I usually suggest braiding down to about the bottom of the top of your tail extension. Once you've got the braid in place, then you're going to put a single rubber band. You can put 2 rubber bands in if you prefer, and to hold that braid. So now that we have the one loop braided into the right side of the tailbone, now we're going to take the other loop to the left side of the tailbone. Grab about a pencil width thickness, again, of hair, separate it into 2 pieces. Take one piece through one side, and the other piece through the other side of that loop. And again, you're going to pull it snug. Once you've got it snugged up against the tailbone, you're going to make 3 pieces, and then you're going to braid down again. Note that this is actually attached to the front of the horse's tailbone. Here's the tailbone. The tail extension sits on top of it. The reason being is you don't want the horse's tail extension to get stuck in between their legs. So if you place it on top of the tailbone, you won't get that, the horse's legs won't pull the tail extension in between. So I'm going to put the second rubber band in here. Now that I've got both braids, and you're going to want to pick electrical tape that matches the color of your horse's tail. So if your horse's tail is white, you'd grab white electrical tape. But then you're going to electrical tape these rubber bands to the tail extension. Once you've got all of the rubber bands covered, just break it. Now you're going to let the rest of your horse's tail down. This is when you can start to put in your silicone sprays. And of course, if your horse's tail would match, you would brush it all in. And you can always braid it before the show until you go into the show ring, or you can let it flow. If you need any help picking out the perfect color for your horse's tail, you're welcome to visit my website and email me, and I'd be happy to help you with any colors. Thank you for watching.